Hello, fourth graders. I am here to teach you the numbers game. So I'm going to start with what the cellos and basses do. Then we're going to go through the violin, viola. So first off is you have your instrument, and then bass players, you're going to make what's called your bass player salute. So that is where you take your left hand like this, and you're going to split it so that you have 3 fingers together. Then you have a big gap here between your first and your third finger, and a gap between your thumb and your first finger. And you're going to take that and you're going to set it right at the base of the neck and the body. So that's where you're going to put your left hand. Then you'll be able to hold your bass forward with your left hand. All right, so this for basses is number 1. It's going to be straight in front of you. I'm kind of sitting sideways here so you can see the different directions. I can turn a little bit more if you want to see a little more of a straight angle of it. So anyway, here's number 1. And then when I say number 2, basses and cellos, you are going to lean to the right with your instrument. So number 2 in the numbers game is going to go this way. And then I'm going to say number 3, and you're going to lean to the left. And carefully lean it to the left. Okay, this is number 3. And then really tough, number 4 is probably the hardest one. You're going to bring your bass back to center and have it right in front of you. It's actually the same as number 1. Ha! Okay, then number 5, you're going to give it a slight turn to the left so it's at an angle and bring it straight back to rest on your left leg and over your left shoulder. So the scroll should be kind of by your ear right here. So, and you keep your left hand on the neck, the bass salute, and then you would have your pizzicato hand, your right hand in an L, ready to go. So that's going to go about halfway down the fingerboard, and you can tap each one of your strings. Tap, 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 tap. And that's the numbers game for cello bass. All right, so next is violin viola. So let me set this down, and we're going to go over violin viola numbers game. Okay, now I have my violin here. So to start the numbers game, your violin is going to go in your right hand. So wave your right hand. And you're going to put your right hand underneath the body of the instrument, and it's going to go right under your arm. So this is my right arm holding my violin or my viola. Your left hand is now going to be known as your Pac-Man hand. So you're going to make either a baby shark face or a Pac-Man hand, and you are going to place that not on top, but underneath the neck on the body. So make sure you're not like this. If you are like this above your instrument, you got your hand on the wrong side, you want to put it underneath the neck. All right, so this is number 1 for you guys. So if I'm standing straight at the camera, this is what I look like, number 1. Then when I say number 2, you're going to take it out from under your right arm, and you're going to bring it to the left. So your body is facing straight, so your body should still be facing your camera, and your violin goes over to the left, and your right pointer finger goes right here, boop, on the end button of your instrument. So right on the end button, you cover it up. So it should be like this. But you're facing straight, but you hold it out to the left. Okay, this is number 2. Then number 3, whoop, really tough. So number 3, you just whoop, flip it right over. So that's number 3. And your pointer finger is still touching the end button right here. Now, number 3 is a great place to check your shoulder rest. You want to make sure that your shoulder rest is indeed smiling at you. So mine's a little high on the one side, so I can slide it down a little bit. And I've got a nice Amazon Prime smile smiling at me from my instrument. So make sure that it's the smile curve. If it's the frown, your shoulder rest is actually upside down and you want to change it. All right, so over here, number 3, your right hand is still pointed on the end button. Your left hand is still Pac-Man on your instrument. Remember, your thumb is on the back, fingers are on the front. And that's what you're going to look like in number 3. Number 4, I'm going to back up a little bit. Number 4, you're actually going to go straight up over your left shoulder. So not over your head, over your left shoulder. And then you're going to bring it straight down for number 4 onto your shoulder. So it should be pointed exactly that way. So if your violin or viola is pointed like this or this, that's not correct. That looks like a beard or a necktie or something. So you want to make sure that it's all the way pointed to your left. So if I'm pointing with my left straight out, the scroll is coming with me straight out. So you want to be on your shoulder to the left, not like this, like this. Okay, so that's number 4. Then number 5, I'll get a little closer. This is where you take your head, and then you set it gently on your chin rest. So your jaw is actually what's going on your chin rest, not your chin. That looks weird. So your jaw goes on your chin rest. And again, to do that, I kind of rotate my head around. I take a nice breath and set my jaw right on the chin rest. And then if I hold my violin up, I should be able to do no hands. So this is number 5, violins, violas. This is your number 5 in the numbers game. All right, so number 5, you could take your Pac-Man hand and keep it right on the body. Remember, thumb on the back, fingers on the top. And then you can take your pizzicato L. So it's backwards, remember, because it's your right hand. And you'll take your thumb, and you're going to glue it right here on the corner of your fingerboard. So not like this, not like this, glued on the corner of your fingerboard and not going up here either. We are right here on the corner. And then you should be able to touch each one of your strings with your index finger, not any of these, just your index finger. So if I hold it up on my shoulder again, no hands, it would be right like this. Glued on. All right, so it's super important you keep your thumb glued in that spot, and then we're going to go over the open string cycle next. All right, make sure you practice your numbers game, guys, and have fun.